Okay. Nice. We are back. It is episode 48 of the Metal Roundtable. I am Metal Rob, and with me, as always, is
Carcass
John, who's going to be the giant face on your screen for this episode. So
I'm your giant face.
Well, my giant face is going to be about the size of a postage stamp. But the cool thing about this is they get to see the inner workings of your amazing office. I see that Hellstar poster over your left shoulder there.
Oh, yeah. I've got lots of fun stuff on the walls.
Yes, you do.
But yeah, this is the laboratory. This is where I do all my drawing, music listening. When I'm not, I don't have friends over. Well, sometimes we sit in here and listen to music.
We do.
Yeah. But,
we do.
But anyway, yep. So here it is, and we're trying something completely wacky and new, which is kind of cool.
It is kind of cool.
Because due to the current circumstances about the world and not wanting to be contagious, and I know you said you watched, you were watching and thinking, gosh, you don't. Well, the bottom line is you don't know where people have been.
Right.
And you want to try and do what do they call it? Social separation.
Social distancing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm going to...
You got a term for everything. But
yeah, I'm going to give it a shot.
I got green on.
Oh, nice. Yes, you
Let's
do.
try this.
Well, that's an easy logo to read.
Oh, well, I'm very limited as to my green designs.
I did not wear green, but I do have my Mad Rock 102.5 shirt on. Shout out to Scott Killian.
That is one of the best rock stations in the nation. Go ahead and fight me in the parking lot if you want.
Yeah, no, you're bigger than me.
That's a good, but why would you? Because it's true.
It is true.
See, I don't understand why people fight the truth.
No, but they do. Well, with episode 48 today, we thought we'd talk about the current state of affairs. Obviously, that is the reason that we are not together at the moment, and I will try to remember to look at the little camera thing up there instead of looking at the screen. Mark keeps trying to teach us that. So
that's right.
With the current state of affairs, we're doing our
shout-outs first, by the way.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, do you? I've got a few, but I mean, I didn't want to interrupt.
I'll actually get to it during the episode, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to, first off, I want to speak, since we're talking about this and how it wildly affects everything, including the music, the tours, the venues, the waitresses, the waiters, all that stuff. Shout out to Gas Monkey Bar and Grill in Dallas, Texas. Say what you want, that's probably one of the best venues in the nation. And they had two of the most crushing shows I've seen in a long time. You were there for Exhorder and Overkill.
I was.
I'm still, as the Swedes would say, no head found. That's the way I felt driving home after that gig. Overkill was absolutely amazing. And so shout out to them for being on the road. I know those guys were sick and everything, but yet they soldiered through it. And then on Wednesday night, and I'd sort of waved off Soulfly after Dark Ages, but those guys have put out 10 pretty solid records, and Max Cavalera and Mark Hizzo and the gang, they have not stopped being relentless. They were punishing, only to be outdone, in my opinion, by the mighty Toxic Holocaust. So it was great seeing Joel Grind and hanging out with him for a bit. We've got a crazy psychedelic poster in the works, which is cool. His new bandmates are just absolutely, they actually fit the bill. Who can replace Nick and Charlie? Well, these guys are pretty good. So shout out to them for bringing it with both barrels. And it was the next to last show. I think they played the next night in Houston, and then they were headed back to their various homesteads. And also, Sergio Michael, killer guitarist. He was just a guitarist and a bassist guy from Jersey. Nice guy, a real shredder, a lot of high energy. And then I saw a video clip of Dee Dee Verney playing bass with him on a show on the East Coast. So that's kind of cool. But anyway, and then of course, sad news. If you haven't heard, Jason Rainey, who's one of the founding members of Sacred Reich, passed away yesterday.
I read that.
And man, those Surf Nicaragua and Ignorance, man, those things are just savage records. And he'll be sorely missed. And a young guy, 53. To me, that's young. And either way, it's sad news.
Yeah.
Metal has lost a great composer, a great guy. But anyway, so that's what I have, and I apologize for interrupting your flow, because
No.
RC was getting down with his bad self.
No. I don't even remember what I was saying.
Or his bald self, one of the two. I can't remember. If it's
Bald,
bad or
yes,
Yeah.
definitely that. No, I was just going to get into what's happened over the past few days and the thing with the whole coronavirus and all that. And, a lot of people are saying, oh, this is a hoax. And a lot of people are saying, oh, we got to take this seriously. And, I decided to take a pretty laid back approach. And, we're going to hunker down and stay in, which is why we're doing the episode the way we are. But one of the things that it has brought up that I had not thought of until my friends in the entertainment industry started chiming in on Facebook and social media was the fact that these dudes are going to be shut down. You can't go to Gas Monkey. You can't go to a concert right now. The bands...
Can't go to Trees. Can't go to Wits End. You can't go to the Tomcats in Fort Worth. You can't do anything.
Right. The bands have stopped touring. They've postponed, or canceled their tours. And one of the things that I don't think of, because you and I have, day gigs, and we do this, for fun on the side. It's a nice, fun side gig.
Sure.
But what we don't realize is, the Belmore brothers do this for a living.
Yeah.
And Joel does this for a living. And the guys in Simani, that I gave you the record from the swap meet, I saw them post today and how devastated they were that they spent 5 months planning this tour and now they're having to pack it up. And so I'm seeing the posts of our friend Lee Russell here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Big Mix Lee, and man, these guys are going to be hurting. It's not just restaurant workers and it's not just those type of service industry people, but also people in the entertainment business. And so we want to look out for them. And one of the things that I've seen that I know you've probably jumped on board with too was our friends in Forebode who find their way into every episode.
Of course they do.
Of course they do.
They're our house band.
That's right. So they, and I'm not trying to pat myself on the back here, but they put out a link, as many are, and said, hey, we can't tour, but we made all this merch for South by Southwest. Would you be kind enough to go and find something? And so guess what? I did. I went out and bought the EP again because it's got some new stuff, there's a new lyric sheet and also some new tracks. But guess what else I picked up from those guys?
A T-shirt.
Yes, and guess who drew it?
Oh, no. Which one did you pick up?
I picked up, I can't remember, what's the guy's name? They've got a name for the character.
Oh, no. I didn't realize that.
Anyway, it's a shirt you drew.
Okay.
And it's got a slogan on the back, and I thought, well, heck yeah, that's cool. So I went out and spent, about $40 to get some swag from those guys, and hopefully that'll help a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, the real problem here is this problem is this crisis, for the lack of a better term, is so far-reaching, and it really there is no end. There is no definite. We can't just say, hey, in 2 weeks everything is back to normal.
Right.
In 2 months everything's back to normal. Some people are saying this could go into September, October. I know my daughter is not in the music business, but she had been training super, super duper hard for a bodybuilding contest that got wiped out. My travel plans for this week were wiped out because the airlines were cutting back, and I'm guessing they'll probably shut down for a short period of time in order to clean planes and because nobody's traveling. Interstate travel is very limited.
Yeah. Well, so the poser will be affected by this.
And I've already talked to him, and he's sweating bullets a little bit. Is he going to get furloughed? Is he taking early retirement? I mean, it's this thing is so far-reaching,
right?
And I just pray that, I mean, it's bad enough as it is. I just pray it's not just some political hoax or whatever, because this thing is so, it's all encompassing. I mean, I'm feeling it because I feel for my friends, and then I don't get to go see any music. I don't get to go hang out at the next band coming to town. And there's been some heavy hitters that have already canceled.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, one of the local radio stations does a thing where they talk about the biggest show coming to town every week. And today they did the biggest show coming to town if it hadn't been canceled, because
right.
there is no big show coming to town. So,
nope.
But shout out to the Ticket Radio, sports talk radio here in Dallas, for at least trying to make the best out of a bad situation. But to your point, that, do what you can to help these guys out, because it's not like, I mean, you and I, like you said, at this point we still have jobs,
right?
And my industry is not bulletproof, but it's fairly safe. But it could go at any minute. I mean,
yeah, and they've taken care of us. Where I work, and they've taken care of us and told us to work from home and just kind of do our thing, and we're still going to get paid, and everything's going to be fine. But how long does that go? How long does the funding last? I mean, what does this affect in the future? I don't know.
Eventually, the money runs out if it's not coming. If it's not being made, it's leaving at the same rate. And I don't know, man. This is going to be very, very strange. This is probably not what you expected. We see trends change, and music, like metal, for example, slumped during the 90s and the sludge years, and that was a major cataclysm in my opinion, because of the fact that some of our favorite bands weren't touring anymore.
Right.
And then now we see this resurgence, and bands like Violence are getting back together. Testament's still out there on the road. Overkill's still on the road after 37 years because they survived that slump.
Right.
This is more than a slump. This is
this is a hard stop, man. And is it going to go weeks or months? And so what I would like to encourage everybody to do is do go visit your band's website. Do go visit your favorite band, merch store or whatever, record label. And while you need to be patient, because even Amazon is making changes, the behemoth that they are. So these mom and pop indie stores and record labels and, smaller band sites and stuff like that, it may take them some time to ship you your stuff, but we all know what kind of people we're dealing with, and they're going to appreciate the cash. And I know that, my forebode stuff will get here when it gets here, and I'm happy to support those guys. And so what I would say to all you guys out there is support your favorite bands, buy some merch, support your favorite record labels, buy some merch. Even if they stop the postal service, that stuff will come through eventually, and I don't think do they ever stop the postal service? I'm not sure they'd stop in case of the plague.
Or the coronavirus, I don't know. But, the thing is I start to develop relationships, and these record store owners become friends.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, if I called up, say, Panther City and said, "Hey, guys, what do you got in that's kind of new, and what do you got cooking?" They would either FaceTime me somehow, or they would read through a list of what they've just got in, and if need be, they would pack it up and leave it on the porch for me.
Well, I
could pay for it over PayPal or what have you.
Right. I saw that Doc's had put up something that they're going to be closed after today, I think. Doc's is a fantastic record store over in Fort Worth that you and I both love. Yep. And Jenkins was posting about, hey, I'll bring it out to your car. And I saw, Vinyl Edge, our buddy Chuck down in Houston, talking about, hey, we'll bring it to your car, we'll pack it and ship it to you, let us know what you want. And I'm sure that, Henry and JP over at Born Late would do the same thing. I haven't seen an announcement from those guys yet, but But they're on
It may roll down.
Discogs, you know. They're on
Yeah,
Discogs, and they've got a store on
sure.
there. Plenty of ways
It's
to
not
support your local
right.
business and your favorite bands.
And as much as I'd rather be there, and, thumbing through the records or thumbing through the tapes or what have you, I mean, what's your next best what's your next best choice? Is to have them. You're still supporting them. You're not getting to have the fun of actual shopping. But I've been going through my own collection and
Mm-hmm.
discovering things that, like for example, the Soulfly thing. I didn't realize I had so much of their stuff, even though I stopped at Dark Ages, which was their fourth record, but I had a couple of soundboard recordings and I had some singles with some extra tracks. So this has given me a chance to hunker down and sort of revisit some of my own collection because we
Yep.
can't listen to all of them at the same time, and we can't listen to. I guess I probably could listen to all of them if I started right now, and if we talked about it next year, it probably would still be playing.
Oh,
But
geez, we'll be dead before you get through your whole collection.
well, not if you keep buying chunks and chunks.
That's
But that's
true.
fine too. I mean, I don't mind sharing the wealth and sharing. If I've enjoyed it for a while, I'm happy to sell that to you so you can. It's commerce. It's trickle down. Yes, uh, James Rivera made this famous. But anyway, so there's ways to get through it, and we're just right at the very beginning. I
Right.
mean, like I said, is this the apocalypse? I don't want to think so, but
No, I don't think
um,
so.
I've had no dead bodies knocking on the door yet, but it's pretty scary. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, you
It's
you
nerve
go into it.
wracking. I
Yeah, it
agree.
is nerve wracking. I think it's just more nerve wracking, and it's frustrating because you see people with tons of stuff in their basket and people with nothing in their basket, and you're thinking, can't we just kind of divvy this up a little bit? But I understand the angst and the excitement
Sure.
for sure. But anyway, as it relates to the music business, it's staggering how much of it. I mean, I think about. I don't I don't personally like Live Nation that much, but they are the big game in town
Mm-hmm.
when you talk about a major concert, whatever, and they bring the goods. I mean, they put this stuff on the road, and they stand to lose billions of dollars, even despite all their stupid fees and etc. You know what I mean?
Say how
So
you really feel.
you gotta feel for them a little bit because I mean this is like I said, this is so far reaching. This is not like one section of your town that doesn't have power.
Right.
Boo hoo them, they don't have power right now, but everyone else does. This is like the whole world doesn't have the ability or the power,
Right.
basically. So it's just creepy, man.
It is.
But we've got lots of technology that still works. Thank goodness. Cross our fingers. Knock on wood. And I've like I said, I've reacquainted myself with some really killer records in my collection. Some of which
Mm-hmm.
I didn't remember that I actually had. And I'm steeped in the early '70s rock and roll and some of the jazz fusion of the early '70s. So I've been jamming to that, getting into it, and like I said, I even discovered the Soulfly mystery that was solved. I thought I only had a couple. I thought I had the first 4 releases. That was it, but I ended up having many more things. So,
I I sat still long enough to check out Blood Rock. I've never heard a Blood Rock song as
oh
far
my
as I
gosh,
know.
that's
And I knew
great
they were
Fort
from
Worth
Fort
band.
Worth. Yeah. But
Yeah,
I sat down this morning while I was doing some other work and played the first Blood Rock. And I was like, holy cow, this is good. So I'm going to have to go back and, well, first of all, I'm going to have to go downstairs and see if I have any Blood Rock records in my inventory.
I think you have Blood Rock 2 or 3 in there,
I
but
may, but I'm going to check that out. And that was cool. That's to your point. That's one of the cool things. Hey, if we're going to be shut in, let's take care of each other. Let's get our records out. And let's delve into that stuff that we've invested all this money and all this time in. As you can see behind me, there's about 1 billion CDs back there. And, I'm going to be rolling those off the shelf and playing them. And maybe I'll update my Discogs list or
may,
who knows.
maybe
But
or who knows? Maybe you'll actually listen to Elf. Oh wait, you've already done that.
I did that this morning, as a matter of fact. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And hey, shout out to Monkey Butt too, because our producer over at KVGI, he will be affected by this sooner or later if the shows start pulling the plug. And so yeah, we messaged him, and he's been very patient with us, which we appreciate. But hold the good thought for him too.
Yeah, like I said, this thing is global. It's not just a regional thing or in our town or whatever. We're everybody is experiencing. I talked to a buddy in the Philippines. Shout out to the Nanoy Padawan from Pagan Fire. They basically have martial law over there right now, which I guess is not unusual. They have a different system of doing business government wise, but basically they've just shut it down. I mean, they're spending time with friends and family, and that's it.
Yeah.
And and the enigmatic Mark Aiken from Twisted Fate down in Melbourne, Australia, same thing. They're just they have the toilet paper shortages and the things like that. He said his mom couldn't even go to the store and buy toilet paper because of all the scallions that had picked it up. But anyway, so this is not just unique to us. It's
no, it's not.
But let's let music be the respite. That's kind of cool. We can have our own.
Absolutely.
We can have our own little world right here in our homes.
I'm not dying.
Yeah. I was gonna say you better get yourself checked out.
No, I've had dry throat ever since we pushed the button to start this, and I've been trying not to clear my throat and cough the whole time. But
oh gosh, I don't want to have the first viral corona
via the internet.
Via the internet.
Well,
talk about going viral. Oh gosh.
Yeah, let us know what you think. What's happening, where you live. Our shelves are, we're missing lots of basic goods in the stores. But tell us what music you've discovered. I found out about Blood Rock this morning. I finished a complete Elf record. What are you jamming on? And I'll tell you who's one of our viewers that's the best about posting what's going down in their music collection is Frazier.
Frazier Dawson is amazing.
Yeah, he posts everything, man. It's amazing what that dude. Yeah, that dude's got to have. He's got to have thousands and thousands of albums.
He sends me these quirky little links of his all the time, and have you heard these band? Have you heard that? And he's not afraid to have me say, no, that sucks, or no, that's awesome, thank you. He has no. He's pretty calloused as far as his emotions, and it's pretty awesome. So give us some suggestions. It's like I said, I didn't realize Soulfly had 10 solid records. I mean, I thought they had a few, 4 maybe, or 5, because I just saw the Ritual tour. But dude, it's amazing, and only because I saw them that I delved into them. But to your point. Like Frazier, he comes up with some off-the-wall stuff.
Yeah, and the thing that I get from that guy is I get classic rock, I get new wave of British heavy metal, recommendations, lots of stuff. Now, a lot of it I already know about, but man, he posts some obscure stuff up there. So, hey, if you've got something you think we need to check out, post a link or send us, put the title down in the comments below, and let's see what you've got to say about this whole thing.
I'm sure there won't be anybody that'll say anything because this is like no big deal.
Right. Right.
It's gonna end tomorrow.
Yeah, there will be no opinions whatsoever, I'm sure.
No, none opinions. And save the politics. Like I said, it's it is political, but it's who cares? I mean, everything's political.
Yeah, we're here for music. Yeah,
this is about music.
Yeah, save that for your pages. We're here for the cause of metal. So
right, and we're here to support bands. And you like things that I don't, and vice versa, and yet we're still friends. And I think that's part of the great diversity. And if we can set an example for others, I mean, when you're listening to Firehouse, I'd rather listen to Insect Warfare, but good grief, man, we're still friends. We still love each other like brothers. So I will continue to say that despite the fact that you're a hair metal poser, but I digress.
Okay, Mr. Gurgling and Gargling,
But I say that in
hair
all
metal
kindness, of
poser.
course.
No, understood.
And I know that if there was if the poser is actually poser Mark Slusser is actually listening to this, he's going, yeah, don't mess with my brand of metal.
That's right.
Anyway,
Don't mess with our brand of metal.
So embrace what you like. Our
Wear my
friend
Tora
Ira-
Tora T-shirt next time.
Oh yeah, you wear whatever you want, dude. You're at your house. I can't take you out in the parking lot if you're
Just
over
put on
there,
a shirt.
over here. Yeah, just make sure you're wearing a shirt. Like our friend Ira Young in Hawaii, he loves the new stuff, Slipknot and Mudvayne and that type of thing. And
Right.
I just shake my head. But you know what? More power to him. At least he's into it. At least he's buying product. He's supporting the industry.
Yeah, and different bands have taken us all over the heavy metal road.
Sure.
Somebody might. I mean, I've checked out. I haven't checked out a ton of Slipknot. I've checked out enough to know that it's not my cup of tea. But hey, I went down the Disturbed Mudvayne path and tried to check out some of that newer stuff when it was coming out. It didn't really sit with me and stick with me, but I thought Disturbed was pretty well done. It just didn't stick with me. But hey, metal, gosh, there are so many genres, and that's one of the things that is so beautiful about metal. Do you want new wave of British heavy metal? Fantastic. There's 100 bands I could turn you on to today. Oh, you just like traditional metal, Keel and Wasp and, Rat and stuff. Cool, I could turn you on to 100 bands. Well, you like that new metal? Oh, killer. I could name a dozen right off the top of my head for you to go check out. So, yeah, we can all take care of each other with good recommendations, whether it's new metal or 70s blood rock.
Yeah, there you go, or Elf. But and to your point, since we've got all this time, we're hunkered down. I finally watched the ZZ Top documentary in lieu of our previous discussion, and man, it was fantastic. And I want to go down to Groon, Texas, and see them in that little dance hall down there.
Oh, dude,
and that would have been incredible. But man, their albums are so solid, and what a quirky, weird start that they got.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember it. I mean, I got to Texas in 83, 84, so I mean, the scene was already exploding way before I even showed up on the out here. But it was interesting to see how quirky and weird it was even back then with the whole moving sidewalks and the 13th floor elevators.
Yeah.
I thought that was a cool description of how they came up with the name and so forth.
Speaking of, hold on. Production value.
Oh, while you're doing that, did you tell? Oh, we haven't told them about the crazy Joey from Half Price Books. Oh man, is that the real one?
No, that's the original, brother.
That's an original.
1966 mono.
Oh gosh.
How about that?
Well, I guess your kid's college is paid for.
Hey, and while we're showing off, you know what this is? You probably can't see that mark right there.
No, I can't. I can barely see it.
All right, all you Discogs hounds, get your fingers ready. If you type in capital A, capital B, dash 1006, dash, open parentheses, RE-2, close parentheses, dash A, dash 1, you will find out that this is a test pressing of Steely Dan's Asia album.
Get out of town.
How about that?
That is amazing.
So, you were talking about... I'm here, I promise.
Oh, I said, it's almost as amazing as this amazing fact that Joey from Half Price Books in Watauga, who also does a podcast called, what is it? Rock by 10? Or something like that. I'll have to, he's going to hate me for not knowing that. And I wrote it down, but it's outside in my car.
Yeah, let me know. I'll check that out.
He said, he said, little known fact about Ronnie James Dio, the song My Boyfriend's Back, that was, I don't know, guess.
And you're gonna be in trouble. Hey now. Yeah.
Guess who has a horn credit on that single?
Shut up.
Ronnie James Dio, and I'm not lying. You can study it. You can type in all your little numbers.
All right, I'm going to Google that.
Google it, man. Find out if hopefully he's telling the truth, because I was astonished. Somehow we got off on the Dio tangent. Rock by 10, Rock Before 10, Rock by 10. Anyway, Joy Wataga, I am so sorry, but I will make the correction.
Well, and back to your ZZ Top point a minute ago, that documentary did exactly what I love about documentaries. It gets me interested in stuff that I don't know about the band, because I'm hitting you up for ZZ Top albums, and I went out and I bought Rhythmine.
Antenna.
I had that one. I bought
Did you find Mescalero?
I have not got Mescalero, and I don't have La Futura yet. But I did get it's gonna kill me. They're right there. Hang on.
Okay, production value.
Don't go anywhere.
I made a recommendation where you could find those in town, by the way.
I found these at Josie.
Oh, okay. In their metal section, I give them grief about that occasionally.
Well, I can't find it. Anyway.
Good record store, though.
Anyway, I picked up 2 or 3 at Josie Records down in Dallas, and I was shocked. Rhythmine is so good, man.
Nasty guitar.
Oh,
right?
Dude, I love it. I freaking love that album. So it sent me way down a ZZ Top rabbit hole, and I found some stuff that I didn't have. And I listened to Mescalero online. I listened to it on YouTube, and it's good. I'm definitely going to get it. I haven't listened to La Futura yet, but right now I'm stuck on Rhythmine. Awesome album.
Yeah. Well, you did the same thing I did with Soulfly. I didn't,
what did I do with those
10
discs?
records. But anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of cool. Well, let's utilize the time. It's not, it's been weird because I am a person that is out and about, and I used to work from home back about 4 or 5 years ago, and I just said I've got to be back out in the field. I got to be moving, and so now I'm back at home, and it's driving me insane. So,
see, I'm an introvert by nature, so I've been training for this my whole life.
I like being at home,
yeah,
but I don't like feeling like I need to do. There are things I need to do, and I can't do them because I can't get outside or I can't interact with my buds or whatever. But anyway,
support your local bands by buying some merch. Support your local establishments. Buy some of their merch. They've all got merch. You can buy Trees t-shirts and Gas Monkey t-shirts and everything else. And hopefully this thing blows over soon. But man, our best thoughts to all the touring bands and all the entertainment industry and service industry workers out there. We know you're about to go through a tough time, and post links in the comments to your merch sites and any other ways that you can help. Yeah, feel free to post links, and we'll just go crazy.
One thing you can hope for is maybe these bands will lock down and write some killer new music.
That's right.
They were busy planning a tour, but now they've got time
to
just really, really refine old riffs and put out some new music. And maybe in 8 or 10 months, we got this massive wave of just killer new stuff. So who knows? Yeah,
Oni Logan just said that Lynch Mob is battening down, or he and Brian Tichy are for sure. They're battening down and doing some stuff. And I also read this morning that Todd Latore of Queensryche is taking this time to write his solo album. So
cool.
Yeah.
Killer, great voices, boy. Those are guys with great voices.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I got nothing, man. Are you good?
Oh yeah.
Episode 48, scatter shooting and
40,
Corona.
Yeah, that was scatter shooting. That was random, and I'll keep telling people till we're never doing this anymore. This is unscripted, unrehearsed, and unedited. And you get what you get. And sorry if we make a mistake, we'll try and correct it. And that's what the comments are for.
I'm not sorry. It's funnier that way.
It is funnier that way. What's that lyric for the Beastie Boys? Never mind. We won't go there again. But
you got the right to party.
I have your permission to party.
That's right.
But we all still know who did the solo anyway. But
cool,
anyway,
man.
Yeah.
Well, peace. Good thoughts. And if you guys need something, let us know, and hit the subscribe button, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Instagram. And until next time, I'm going to see if I can get my fingers.
There, just right.
Wait, hold on.
Metal
Metal will
will
prevail. That was awkward.
It was sort of awkward.
That was an awkward dismount. Anyway, until we see you next time, peace and good